Hello, I'm excited to share with you some of the results of the 2018 Buying Legal Council Legal Procurement Survey. In the next few minutes and couple of slides, we will reveal what you need to know about annual legal spend and savings. My name is Sylvia Hodges-Silverstein. I'm the Executive Director of the Buying Legal Council, the international trade organization for professionals tasked with buying legal services and managing supplier relationships.
My name is Simone Claudia. I lead the Buying Legal Guide, the online meeting point for buyers and suppliers of ancillary and alternative legal services. So let's begin.
Organizations typically spend 5 to 8 times more with traditional firms than with other types of legal service providers. The largest companies in our sample, the Fortune 100 type companies and their international equivalents, that is those with annual revenues of over $25 billion, spend on average $185 million on legal, alternative, and ancillary legal services. Those in the range of revenue sizes between $4.1 to $25 billion, the Fortune 500 companies and international equivalents, spend on average $154 million on legal services. And those with $1.7 to $4 billion in revenue, the Fortune 1000 companies, spend $96 million annually on legal services. As you can see in our chart, and as you might expect, annual spend increases with the size of the organization. The larger the organization, the larger the legal spend.
The largest organizations in our sample spent 82%, or $152 million, of their budget on traditional law firms, 13%, or $24 million, on ancillary legal services providers, and only 5%, or $9 million, went to alternative legal services providers. This is in stark contrast to companies with revenues between $1.7 million and $4 billion in revenues. They spent 93%, or $89 million, on traditional law firms, and only 4%, or $4 million, on ancillary legal services providers, and even less, 3%, or $3 million, on alternative legal services providers. This suggests a potential area of growth for both alternative and ancillary legal services providers among these organizations.
While price may not always be the decisive argument for legal services, procurement's ability to reduce spending remains an integral benchmark to measure its success. Our survey findings suggest that legal procurement is very successful in reducing spend and saves employers significant amounts of money. These reductions or cost avoidances translate into significant savings per share, music in the ears of CFOs and CEOs.
Procurement in the largest companies saved on average 16% of legal spend, which translates into an average of $29 million of savings per company annually. All others were able to save between 13 and 15% of spend. Depending on their size, this translated into savings of $4 to $22 million on average. Thank you for watching our video. Please download the full study on buyinglegal.com/survey and join the Buying Legal Council as a member or friend.